Hello! Welcome to my kitchen. I normally am very anxious and nervous about going live, so I just pushed the button and figured we'll see how it goes from here, right? And so I recently hosted a Pampered Chef party, and so this is my host rewards that just came in today, or part of it. And I loved it, so I loved everything so much that I saw during the party I had to join. So, just side note. But so I'm going to unbox this with you. I did open it because I wanted to look at the cookbook. Shh, don't tell anybody. And because I was nervous to go live, so I went ahead and opened it first. But anyways, we're going to open it together and really look through it because I haven't taken it out of the package. So this is the Deluxe Cooking Blender. And hosts, when your party reaches $200, you get a $25 kit credit, which is part of why I joined. And then you get one 50% off item. And this month in April, there was also 60% off some cookware. So I got this. This was actually a host exclusive kit that came with the blender. And I believe it came with a scraper and possibly the enrichables to add to your, whatever you're making. So when I get the rest of that in, we'll go through all of that together too. And it might be in my mailbox, but I was just too excited. So first thing when you open it up, first of all, this is a really, really, really nice appliance. So it's a beautiful box, big and heavy. And did I mention this is a cooking blender? What? Okay, I couldn't help myself. So it might be a little bit too fancy smancy for me. So for tonight, we're just gonna make some marinara sauce with it. But just so you know, you have your getting started guide, which is going to have includes 2 easy recipes for you to get started. This one has a strawberry banana smoothie and a sweet potato soup in it that you can make, and it just has all your different, like what are the different pieces and stuff. So we may dive into that, I don't know. And then you've got your safety, use, and care guide. I do want to look at this later to see what all parts are dishwasher safe. I love that a lot of the items are dishwasher safe, but I will tell you right now that don't touch the hot surfaces without appropriate heat-resistant hand protection, which means I'm going to burn my fingers later. Let's just get that out of the way. So, let's see what else. Okay, so we have, let's go ahead and get the getting started guide out. So as I take it out, I can tell you what they're called. This is the tamper. So I think it's what you can push the stuff down inside in case you need to push it down while it's blending. This is a strainer bag. Nice big size there. So a strainer bag. Let's see what else. We have the, I'm not going to open this all the way, I don't think, dual-sided cleaning brush. So you can see it's arched there. And then it has like a pointed scraper there, so we'll open that up when we do a cleaning demonstration. It self-cleans too, you guys. When you hop on, say hi, let me know that you're watching. Where are you watching from? I'm in Arizona. Part of what I love about this is not having to heat up my stove, and I got a couple other things that are going to help so I don't have to use my oven as much because it is just too hot here. All right, this is the noise reducing motor plug. Good to know. Might be good for the video. Here is our base and our electric cord. Since we are going to use it, I'll go ahead and open it up. My recipe is not as homemade or as awesome as some of these recipes can be. I'm super excited to try the hidden veggie marinara that they have in there. It has a whole bunch of vegetables, obviously, hence the name. Safety thing we're going to remove. So I don't eat enough veggies, so I'm all about, that's part of why I wanted the enrichables, is so I can hide it in mine and my kiddos' food. So if I had checked the mail and if the enrichables were in there, we would likely add some veggies to tonight's sauce, but we'll get to that. One thing at a time. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and hashtag replay. hopefully, I didn't even look. I guess I hope I went live public, but I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, so there is our beautiful blender. This button pushes. There's going to be a beautiful display that we're going to get to use. So I'll plug that in a minute. All right, the box is pretty much empty. Once we get out the heavy duty blender itself. So there's that, and there's some goodies inside of there too. Let's see what we got. In case you're wondering why I'm shoving stuff underneath the camera, I have a desk there, a little portable desk. Okay, so it has on the top instructions on how to open and close it. So I'm going to turn it this way to open it. And inside we have something that's not on this page. Let's see. Oh, there it is, W. Boil over guard. These are things Michelle needs. She doesn't make a mess. And then I do want to put that noise reducing thing, I think, on this piece of cardboard. We're going to throw that out. And voila! Okay, so we probably want to rinse it out before we use it. Let's see. Warning. Read the instructions first. In the use and care guide, before using, the lid must be secure. During operation, the pitcher will be hot during and after cooking. Do not touch the hot glass. So the pitcher itself is glass. A pitcher is heavy. Lift with care. Use the side handles. Do not place foreign objects in the pitcher. Do not fill the pitcher over the 6-cup or 1.4 liter line for hot foods and the 7-cup line for cold foods. I'm going to forget that. But, so 6 cups. And that is, where does it say the cups? This side. So that is 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. So well over halfway for hot foods. I'm going to just leave the sticker on there. And that's it. Okay. So I'm going to rinse this really quick and see if I can figure out where to put that plug. Okay, just wanted to make sure it washed all the soap out. I was going to say that's probably when people will jump on, is when I'm rinsing it and not even in the camera. Okay, so I guess we can rinse the lid here in a second. All right, let's find where this little plug goes. There's a piece of tape on the power button, so we're going to take that off. And I'll probably just leave the clear plastic over the, like the digital screen and everything. Let's see. I'm sure it tells me in the instructions where this thing goes. So if it doesn't look like I can just plug it in somewhere, we'll look at it here in a second. Yep, nope. Okay. So set it up. Plug in the blender in its own dedicated outlet place, so you don't want it in a strip. Place the pitcher on the base straight down with the pitcher handle to the right. So we're going to plug it in. It's still off. Pitcher handle to the right. I'm going to set it right on there. Okay. We already washed it. Turn on the blender with the on-off switch to the right side of the base. The blender won't operate until the lid is properly secured. To secure the lid on the pitcher, twist counterclockwise until it comes to a stop. You will hear a click when the safety is engaged. Okay. You can switch from Fahrenheit to Celsius. It gives you the information there if you prefer Celsius. Wash it. Now that it's set up, it's time to run the initial test run. Do not submerge the base of the pitcher in water, which I did not do. I just rinsed out the inside. Remove the lid, fill the pitcher with water, add two. So this is how you would clean it. We'll do that on a different video after we've made a mess of it. What do you think? All right. I just still don't know where the plug goes. All right, I'm gonna go rinse this really quick. If you're on, say hello. Okay, so we are going to dive into making marinara sauce. I do want to share with you just really quick that it does have, my screen, by the way, says that I need to put on the lid. So you can see there that it's telling me I don't have the lid on. So it's Michelle proof. It's going to tell me what I need to do. Okay, so this is amazing. This is what I already opened it for earlier and looked through it. So the Deluxe cooking guide, it has several recipes in it. It has how to use the different settings, and so maybe it'll tell me too where to put X, which is the plug, noise reducing plug. You don't need this to use this right away. It's a replacement part for when the original plug starts to show wear. Awesome. Okay, so we don't need it now. Good to know. We're gonna put that back in the box. Okay. So we are gonna go through. There is recipes for smoothies. And then there's a recipe, that's the ones that were in that other one, strawberry banana smoothie and the sweet potato soup. This shows you how to use the smoothie setting and gives you several recipes for smoothies. I'm excited to try the blueberry peach. There's more smoothies. These are smoothie bowls. Then it has the alternative milk setting to where you can make your own almond milk, cashew milk, coconut milk, macadamia milk. Has horchata recipe. I'm excited to try that. You can grind to make your own butter. So almond butter, cashew butter, peanut butter, sunflower seed butter. So that's on the grind setting. You can also grind coffee, whole beans. So you can freshly ground whole wheat pancakes. There's a recipe for that. Roasted bell pepper and walnut dip and hummus recipes. Then there's a soup setting with a whole bunch of different soup recipes. I'm excited to try the cheesy potato soup. Butternut squash soup with pumpkin seed recipe. Broccoli with cheddar recipe for soup. And then these are purees. So you can make vegetable purees. For example, broccoli puree, carrot puree is a great way to add in also some more veggies into your other recipes, like the soups recipes. You can take, like for example, it said you could take the cheesy potato soup recipe and add in broccoli puree to just change or enhance the flavor. This is the one I definitely will be trying with you guys on a live, which is the hidden veggie marinara pasta. It includes a cup of carrots and a small zucchini all in the sauce. So we're going to use the sauce setting. Again, this is not in here because I don't have I just got it. I don't have the ingredients. I didn't have the recipes. Although most of them are probably on the site as well. By the way, with these sauces, you can make chicken or beef gravy, sausage gravy, Alfredo sauce, ice cream, hollandaise, and hot chocolate. There's also a recipe for nacho cheese sauce, and we'll be doing some nachos together, a jam setting. There's a chocolate cherry skillet cake that you can make. And then there's the custom blend setting and how to use that. So we're going to use the sauce setting just to check it out. I have no idea if this is going to work because, like I said, this is not their recipe. But we're going to keep it open to the sauce recipe right there. My husband is, of course, sending me pictures and asking me about stuff when I told him I was online. I don't know if I can answer him while I'm on a video. Let me see real quick. Okay. So I told him literally I'm going to be on live, and then he says, I'll be super quiet. And then he's sending me questions, which if I don't answer him, by the time he leaves the store, he'll be like, why didn't you answer me? Okay, so, going to do is follow this recipe. I have a marinara seasoning. So we're going to take, it says stir together 1 can of 28 ounces of, I'm so irritated that he's answering me, or he's bugging me. I'm sorry, guys. This is real life, right? This is how it goes. I don't think we have anyone watching live, so it'll be okay. All right, so this is what we're going to use. So it takes 1 can of 28 ounces of crushed tomatoes, which I have. Again, you could use, if you're doing this fresh, you could use fresh tomatoes. So crushed tomatoes, I'm going to open that up. And I can't wait to get my Pampered Chef can opener, because this one is whatever. It is what it is. It matches a lot of my cookware, which I like, or my utensils. So there's that. And of course it would fall all the way in there. Okay. So we're going to just throw that in there. So this recipe calls to cook it in a pan on the stove. So we're going to just cook it in here though. All right, so there's my 28 ounces of crushed tomato, and I also need 28 ounces of diced tomato. And I don't have a big can, so we're just going to use 2 little cans. It'll be just over 28 ounces, but that's fine. And again, I cannot wait to get Pampered Chef. So let me know below, what Pampered Chef items do you have? What's your favorite? Do you have the can opener? I know a lot of people love it. I've been hearing about it for years, and I just never, I didn't used to cook. There you go. So I never needed one, right? Never needed all these fun, amazing tools that make cooking fun and easy. So there's my second can. These ones are the diced tomatoes. And again, you could definitely use fresh. Okay, so that should be it on that. Now we just need 3 tablespoons of the mix, and you simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. So this says in the back to the sauce book, this says that there's no need to open up a packet or jar of gravy for your weeknight dinners. You can make easy and delicious sauces from scratch using fresh ingredients. This is the gentlest heat setting, so you can use dairy from the start to make like ice cream, hot chocolate, and cheese sauce. So we're going to put in 3 tablespoons of this. As soon as I find my stuff that everybody steals. Well, okay. All right, tablespoon. So what are you guys up to tonight? It's already 7:30 here in Arizona. My kids already ate. My husband was still at work, so now it's just cooking for me and the hubby for now. So oh, you can't even see that. Here, hold on. This is why we need people live to say, hey lady, move the blender over. By the by, remember it said for hot, don't go over 6 cups? It's right, it's literally right there. So perfect. This will make, I think it says right on the packet that it makes 6 cups of marinara sauce. So there will be plenty left over. On Monday, what I'll do is do a slow cooker Italian chicken, and I'll have a sauce to put in there in my slow cooker. So we'll have plenty of leftovers for that. Okay. So there's really no need to mix it up or anything, because it's going to do that for us. Let's see if we can figure out how to lock the lid on. Yeah, probably there. Okay, so it beeps, so we know that the lid is now on correctly. And so in the directions to make a sauce, it says as the first stage of ingredients. So for example, your liquid and your seasonings. Your second stage is your flour or butter if you needed that for your sauce, which is your thickeners. So this would be the sauce setting and press start. So let's see. If you push the button once, it says custom, oops, hold on. Calm down. That was custom blend. Okay, I'm learning how to use it, right? So we want sauce, which I need to figure out how to get there. Hold on, cancel. All right, so custom blend, there we go. So when it, let me show you. This is why you should probably read the directions. So see how it says custom heat? Before it said custom blend. So now this one says sauce, okay? And so now that we have it on the sauce setting, we can, it says, turn the wheel to select sauce setting, then press the wheel to start. There we go. All right, so combine the flour and butter in a small microwave bowl. Microwave for, we're not gonna do all that because we didn't do that. When prompted, which it says, now it says back to custom blend. So hold on. Remove the vented lid. Okay. And add the cooked, replace the cap. Press the wheel to start. When the timer is up, press cancel and add the add-ins. If we were doing add-ins like crumbled pork sausage, then we would pulse it and then until it's combined. So I don't know what I did wrong here. Let's make sure it's closed. This lid is on tight. So we're gonna go back to the sauce and we're gonna press it again to start and see if we make it through all the steps this time. Now while that's going, I'm going to put some water on for the pasta. It's still doing its thing, so we'll check back on that for a second. I got pasta going. I'm going to make some just Italian toast. So I'm going to put 2 pieces in the toaster just to remind myself that I want to make them. I could do garlic bread, but I have this loaf of bread I want to be able to use. So what did you all have for dinner tonight? Since probably where you're at, it's more like 9 or 10 o'clock. All right, toaster's in the toaster. I'm gonna leave that there so I remember to use it. I'm just using cavapati noodles. So I'm gonna set my timer to remember my water, I guess, because I may not remember that. And I'm done with this. So, and I say that wrong. You guys are gonna laugh at me. Cavatappi. I always say it wrong. Cavatappi. I just have some of these, so we're gonna use that. I'm gonna make probably some broccoli since I don't have salad tonight for our veggie. And so this is changing the speed, by the way. It went from 75, now it's at 79. And this should be warming up as well. So it says don't touch it when it gets warm. It's not warm yet. It'd have been really bad if I scorched my finger, huh? So let's read through some of the safety instructions. Of course, you can always fast forward through this part or pause, but since I need to read them anyways, and we're waiting for this to go do its thing. So we went through all the parts already. We set it up, washed it. So we're done with this booklet. So I'm going to put the booklet back. And then we went all the way through this guide. And again, the sauces in here that are a little bit more in depth are, where'd it go? Just so you know what else is in here, because then I'll put this away. So the chicken or beef gravy, the sausage gravy, Alfredo sauce, ice cream, hollandaise, hot chocolate, and then there's other recipes I believe on the website, but that's your sauce recipe. So I'm going to put this away, and then we can look a little bit at the, it's all the way up to 82 now. Intended for household use. Read all the directions. Do not place the unit on or near an external heat source. So my heat sources are back there. We obviously don't want it on top of the stove. You sure as heck don't want to melt something this amazing. So keep out of reach of children. To protect against electrical shock, do not immerse or operate the unit cord or plug if it's water, it has water on it, or liquids. Unplug from the outlet when not in use. Do not operate if damaged. Do not let the cord hang over the edge of the countertop. Do not let the cord touch hot surfaces. I don't know if this one has a place to wrap up your cord. A lot of their products do, so we'll have to see if it does. Use caution when pouring hot contents into vessels or drains. Not all foods will drain appropriate. So down like your sink drain. Let's see if we can figure out what all is dishwasher safe. If any, it may not be. So the wheel is how you turn to change the setting. This is so fancy smancy, guys. It's just doing its own thing. It's gonna start. It's not as cool now to the touch, so. How to use the custom settings. We'll do that on a whole different video. Oh, we don't need to use a dishwasher, silly girl. I keep saying dishwasher because I'm so used to buying things that are good for the dishwasher. You can clean this. It has a clean setting. You throw a couple drops of dishwasher soap in there and you clean it. So, let's see if I can find that. I think it's right here. So initial test run. We recommend running the heat wash cycle to clean the pitcher and lid the first time you use it. I didn't read the directions, right? So we're reading them now. So I rinsed it with some soap. So this also helps you become familiar with the product to ensure it's working properly. The heated wash cycle takes an average of 5 to 10 minutes to complete. So once I pour my sauce, I have some jars like this, I'll show you. Which I couldn't find another one yet, so I wasn't gonna wait to cook. This is the teriyaki sauce we made, I think 2 nights ago, the leftovers. So I'll keep my leftover marinara in a bottle like this in the fridge. All right, plug in the blender, turn on the blender with the on-off switch. On the right side of the unit, you will see the LED light display. Ensure that the product is plugged into its own dedicated outlet. Fill the pitcher with 3 cups of water, so about, I think that was the bottom line, so down here, of warm water and 1 to 2 drops of liquid dish soap or 1 teaspoon of dishwashing powder. Place the lid on the pitcher. Align the slots with the lid with the tabs so that the vented, okay, hold on. This is probably why it stopped that first time, is I didn't have this tightened when the first time I put on the sauce setting. So it says align the slots on the lid with the tabs on the vented lid cap. Place in and turn counterclockwise to close. Check that the vented cap is on the lid completely. Properly close the lid, ensuring that the lid's notches are fully locked into place. And again, if you don't have it locked into place, it will not even work. The product will automatically be set to custom blend when turned on. Turn the wheel till the light is blue and lights the heated wash setting. Press the wheel. There will be 3 slow beeps. The LED light display will show you the current temperature at the top and display the 12 dashes moving circular pattern around it. So let me show you what that is. The 12, this is moving. So this may be the temperature then, because it is getting warmer. And then there's your, that you know it's working. And so see where it says heat? Okay. So when you're cleaning it, it's going to have similar buttons. Okay. Once a temperature is reached, the display will show the runtime and begin a countdown. So this is heating up to, it says blend right now where it's blending, and that heats it up more. and then it'll stop, and then it'll blend again and heat it up some more. So it says heat, and it blends again. So we're at 95. All right, so during the heated wash cycle, some bubbles may appear. This is normal and to be expected. If the more concentrated the soap is, the more bubbles it will yield. Bubbles should not spill over the side. If you're using highly concentrated soap, the bubbles will start to go over. Press the wheel to pause. The heated wash cycle, remove the lid and add about 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil to reduce bubbling. Okay. To remove the pitcher from the base, ensure the lid is secure on the pitcher. When facing the front of the blender, use the blender handle to tilt the pitcher slightly to the left and lift away from the base. Now you're all set to blend. So that's how we clean it too. Hi Auntie, look at my new toy. We're making marinara sauce with crushed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, and the seasoning. I have a marinara seasoning, and it's cooking it too. So it's a cooking blender. So as it blends, it goes from heat to blend to heat to blend, and it does its own thing. All I had to do was press the sauce setting. So I'm super excited. So we're gonna let it do its thing. I may hop off of here because I don't know how long let me see if it says how long it takes. The cycle runs, it says 30 to 40 minutes. Some sauces call for add-ins. You'll want to add at the end of the cycle. The cycle runs for about 30 to 40 minutes. So I am gonna let you go. So this is at 99. It's gonna keep heating and blending and heating and blending, which is fine because when this was, if I do it on the stove, it was gonna take 20 minutes anyways. So this is a little bit longer, but that's fine. So I'm gonna turn my noodles back off. Chris isn't even home and ready for dinner anyhow. And I'll probably set my timer for about maybe 10 minutes. And which that was just 9, so we know it's been going for a little over 9 minutes. And then I can start cooking my noodles and my toast and everything, and my broccoli. So I may come back live just to show you, and that way, why not, right? All right, Auntie, I love you. Thank you for hopping on and saying hi, and I will come back a little bit, guys.